Welcome back. It's art time class. Today, we're going to be making a drawing with perspective. Let's get started. To begin, let's talk about perspective. That is the art of drawing something that gives the impression of height, width, depth, and position. And we're going to give our picture perspective by drawing things at the bottom to be bigger and taller, and then drawing things towards this horizon line, this little horizontal line right here, to be smaller. That size difference is going to give us depth and really show perspective in our drawing. We'll also be using a zigzag line that has lots of short and sharp turns. And the horizon line, very important, horizon line is the point where the earth and the sky meet. So this part where the blue touches all the way down to the mountains, we really want to be sure we're coloring all the way down so they meet and we're not leaving a white area in the middle. Let's start by drawing a horizon and horizontal line. So first we're going to do that horizontal line, and it can be higher or lower, but somewhere in the middle. And then we're going to add a zigzag line, and that horizon is where the sky meets the ground, that earth area. So I could have my zigzags come down and all the way touch down here. I can have them be above. It's really up to you. I'm going to use this ruler a lot because it gives me a nice sharp zigzag line. Shoot that up. Turn that. Oh, guys, I made a mistake. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Good thing I'm using a pencil to start. If you like one of these bumps a whole lot, you can bring this line, this diagonal line, all the way down to touch. It makes it look like that mountain's a little closer. And let's do another, like a mountain behind this. Add another zigzag there. It's up to you on what kind of mountain range you want to create. Some of us will have shorter, some of us will have a whole bunch. Hey, some of us might even make a volcano. It's up to you. The snowy peaks on top, if this one's the closest, see how it's coming in front of that? So I'm going to make the snowy peak a little bigger on this one. And then these are going to be a little smaller because they're farther away. Okay. Ooh, this, I should do something with this one. Let's see, I'm going to bring this one. Yes, like that. All right. Next, we're going to add two wavy lines, and we're going to start somewhere in the middle, and we want them to be fairly close together. One wavy line is going to come off this side edge. The other wavy line is going to come off the bottom edge. So it's going to open up and get bigger at the bottom. So I can start anywhere. I'm going to start kind of where this mountain hits because I think that would look pretty, like a river's coming out around the mountain. I just want to do a wiggly line. If you want it super wiggly or just a few wiggles, it's really up to you. And again, I can continue. Some of us might even want to create different shapes with this. That's okay. All right. Now we're going to add some small and big details. Little bitty houses and little bitty trees sit on this straight line. If you want to do a town, it's up to you. If you want to do a bunch of trees, whatever details you want to do. As we come down, these houses are going to get bigger. I'm going to do a medium-sized house, and I can use my ruler to help measure. So let's do a 1/2 inch coming up. And you can do what size you want. You don't have to copy me. And then down here, I think I'm going to do, I think that wasn't 1/2 inch. That was like 1/4 inch. Let's do 3/4. 1, 2, 3. 3/4 of an inch. Okay. And then whatever type of roof you want to do, you could do a triangle. Let's see. Yeah, I want to use my ruler because that's a straight edge. Houses usually have straight edges on top, so I should use a ruler. So I want you guys to use a ruler. If you have any straight lines you're drawing, I want you to use a ruler. And these kind of turn into little bitty arrows almost. If you want to make different house shapes, it's up to you. Again, if you wanted to do like a city buildings, up to you guys. We're just shading this in just a little bit. We could add trees to be bigger over here and smaller as they go up. We could add, look at the blades of grass, how they're bigger over here and then really small over there. I could add a shadow, like say I want to put the sun over here. The shadow would come down this direction. So I could add a shadow for this house. It's got a little shadow over here. I didn't even add a shadow on this area. That little big shadows coming down. Let's see. I want to add another house over here. And again, this one, I think I used the inch side. It was like a little 1/4 of an inch right here. So I'm going to do, along that line, I'm going to do another 1/4 of an inch house. And see how I'm using the ruler to line them up on the page too? Get the height right. 1/4 of an inch. There we go. Yay! It's got a shadow. The shadow, if the light is coming this way, you want to think about where's that line coming out? This direction? Okay. That will be where the shadow heads. You want to add clouds? I definitely want to see you guys do whatever type of cloud you want to do. If you're going to shade it, definitely see the sun's right here, so the shadows are all going to be, so the darker side is going to be on this side of the cloud. It's your details. If you want to add an animal, if you want to add different types of trees, if you want to be organic or geometric with all these, go for it. Whatever it is you want to do, it's your drawing, your sketchbook. Here are some ideas for you when it comes to coloring of not to do. Do not do this. No scribble scrabbles. Please do something more like this. If you want to do a gradient in the sky, different butterfly details, like I even added some cool designs in the river. I can totally do that, and so can you. If you want to make that into a street and have cars on it, that's a little harder, but hey, go for it if you want to challenge yourself. Here is another version where I added a city, I added little fishies, I even added some stuff down here. Now I kind of wish I made this house a bit bigger. I feel like it needs to be bigger compared to this house. This one's not quite small enough. This one's not quite big enough. So even I'm still learning on how to get even better. I added some lines up here. Those are like mountain range type lines. And it's like a really light, bumpy. And it helps it look a little more rocky-esque. But it's up to you on what kind of details and how you color it. I'll be coloring mine in class, and I'll be watching you to see if you're coloring that blue all the way down. So again, we're not going to do this. We're not going to just color the top to be blue and leave a big white area. No, no. We're not just going to scribble scrabble. It's okay to get out a little bit. It happens. I did it. See, there's a little blue right there. I made a mistake. Can y'all see it? Look at that. I make mistakes too, even on my what's supposed to look really nice side. That's totally okay to make mistakes. But it looks great because I didn't give up. I didn't just scribble. No, I took my time. And if I have more time, I think I'm going to go back and really blend this in to make it look even nicer. Well, I can't wait to see what you create in class. I'll be walking around the room looking for people being safe, responsible, and respectful with their rulers, looking for people coloring that sky all the way to the horizon line and the ground all the way to that horizon line so that they meet. Till next time, class, keep being creative.